Alright, hi guys. Remember I showed this one and I said for the life of me I couldn't remember what I had done. So this is actually the right side. I know it looks backwards, but this is the first row is counting as the wrong side. And it's called Crow's Foot Lattice. And I thought the name was interesting. We are going to be using some techniques I have never used before on some of the rows. We will be using several. We're going to be using the single, the double, and the treble, along with some chain ones. So let's get started. Now, a little bit about the stitch. It's V's and fan stitches. It's popular with using for garments or accessories, but what I like about it, you can use any type of yarn with it, a variety of weights and colors. Of course, we're going to keep it solid, and I'm just going to use this aqua big twist that we've been using, and it's a 4-weight, and I'm going to use a 5mm hook. Of course, if you like it a little bit more of a drape, you could go up a bigger hook to a 6, but we're just going to do that. So we're going to start with our slip knot, of course, and it is done in multiples of 4. And then you want to add 4 more for the foundation, and let's go ahead and start that. Remember, foundation row just starts with the yarn over and pull through your loop. And I'll get my chain made and we'll start this pattern. Okay, so I made 20 as far as the multiples of 4, then added my 4. And what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over and put in 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 4. That 5th one, we're going to do a double crochet. Now this is going to be counting as, we're going to chain 1. This is going to be counting as a treble and a double. So we're going to skip 2. Now if you're doing a basic, like a foundation row to steady it, like a single crochet or any of those, then of course your would be different. But we get started here. So we skip 2. We go to what I call an anchor stitch. It's a single crochet that anchors these little clusters we're making. Sets, we chain 1, we're going to chain 2 again, and we are going to start off with a double crochet, chain 1, and treble is yarn over once and twice. We're going to work it in that same space. We're going through 2, 2, and 2, and that's our treble, and then we're going to yarn over and do a chain. And then we're going to end this little cluster set with another double crochet and a chain 1, 1, 2. We anchor this one down with a single crochet. We chain 1, skip 2, and we do that again. We're going to start off with our double, chain 1, our treble, one, 2, 3, chain 1, and then our double. And remember, always do that chain 1. We skip 2, 1, 2, 1, okay, 1, 2, and then we're going to anchor it down. Now we should be ready for the last of our little sets here. We're going to skip 2, and in here we're going to do a double. This is our end of our row here. Well, I'm going to do it a double, chain 1, and then a treble, and that's the end of our first row. Now we're just going to chain 1, and when we turn, of course it's all nice and twisty. To me, this is definitely one that would benefit from a blocking to get it in shape. We start now with a single crochet. And we're going to chain 1 in here, bending it too far out. This is that anchor stitch. We are going to do a treble, 1, 2, 3. Of course, we're going to chain, and now we are going to work a double. This is where it gets different for me. We are going to be doing it not here in this single crochet. We are going to do it at the base of that treble. So we're going to go into that very first set of stitches, and you might have to think of it kind of like a Y. See, it's coming out of the treble stitch, and then we're going to yarn over, and in the top of our treble here we're going to do a single crochet, of course chain 1, and we're back to our single crochet, our anchor stitch, and now we're going to do that treble, and this is the stitch we're going to go through. 2, 3, yarn over, and this is where we're going to do our double crochet, and all these have that chain in between. I'm going to find the top of your treble stitch and do a single crochet, chain 1. We're going to do one more set of these treble and double crochets here. So again, your treble, these first 2 stitches are the ones we want to go through. Do our chain and get our double. Chain 1. And this time we're going to end with a single crochet. So we want to make sure we find the top of that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to, I've already said I like sneaking in that back loop there. Makes it easier for me. And we're going to do our single crochet. And now we are back into doing the sets of the doubles and trebles. We're going to offset it. So we're going to yarn over, chain, turn. We're going to put a single crochet. Of course, chain 1. And in the middle of the treble and double crochet, we are going to start that again. We're going to do the single crochet, single crochet, chain 1, and treble. We are doing this set again on this row. Chain 1, and this is all in that chain between the treble and the double crochet. There we go. That's what that's going to look like. We're going to chain 1, and our anchor is going to go in the top of the single crochet. So this is that anchor stitch for this row. We chain 1, and we just repeat this. Double crochet, chain 1, our treble, chain 1, and back to our double. Chain 1, we're going to anchor it all down. Chain 1. Now the easiest thing to do here is get a little wonky, because sometimes my work gets kind of pushed out this way and I start the wrong way, and so I have to catch myself. So this is going to be our last set. I guess that probably didn't make sense, but I'll show you. Oop, that was supposed to be treble. Yarn over twice. So how is your day going? I caught Mrs. C's cottage on a live today. It was kind of nice. I didn't expect to see her today. I always enjoy that. So we did our chain, and now we are going to end with a single crochet. So you're kind of getting the idea and the feel for this. Now, this one, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to turn and do a double crochet. And this more or less is going to mimic that treble and double crochet, but this is how we do that. The top of our treble, after we chain 1, is going to be a single crochet, single crochet, and remember in this single crochet here, we're going to start off with a treble. I put my thumb down here on the stitch I know I need to go into, so I'll make sure I know where to put that double. A single crochet, find the top of your treble, chain 1, treble, chain 1. You know what? I gotta go back and see if I did that chain 1 for that set. All of a sudden I'm doubting myself. I'm gonna do that and we'll go look. If I didn't, well, I'll just pop back and fix it. Where are you? Right here? I did not. So I'm gonna pause and fix that. Okay, so I went back and fixed my mistake there, and we did that on this set, and we're gonna do our single crochet on the top of our treble, chain 1, and we are going to end with a double crochet. Nope, I had it backwards. We're ending with a treble, and a double. Then chain 1. Nope, no chain, not on our end here, and then our double. It's going to be into that base. There we go. So that's what that's going to look like. Now on we're on row 5. I wanted to make sure. And this one's going to start off with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to turn, put a double crochet in that base. This is our treble, chain 1 and double. Then we're going to go to this single crochet. This is more or less going to be that anchor stitch that we've been using, chain 1, and we're going to start our little clusters of double crochets and trebles in between there. So this is pretty much our pattern we'll be doing. And we're going to anchor that down into this single crochet in the previous row. My biggest thing is I always got to remember that chain 1, I get carried away like you saw earlier. We start off with this double, and we do a treble, chain 1, and we go back to, there we go. And then we're going to end with, we got to find our 4th stitch, so we're going to turn. I'm going to turn it and find it, or count our back. 1, 2, 3. Turn around. All right, we're going to go in here with a double, we're going to chain 1 and end with a treble. Okay, come on. We've been doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and get that through. All right, and so we're just going to do one more row. We're going to chain 1, put in a single, chain 1, and then this here we're going to put our treble, and that single, And I know you know this, but we're going to go to the base of that treble. This is the row for working into that base. Chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, treble, chain 1 into our base of our treble, double crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and the last of the treble set, chain 1, we're going to go into that base there, chain 1, and then we're going to end with a single crochet in the top of our fourth one. So 1, 2, this one. That's what I was thinking it was, but I wasn't sure. All right. I'm going to snip this and we'll go look at it. Okay, so there is our finished project. Like I said, I think this would probably be good. My keeps trying to invade. Once it's showtime, once it's appearance on video. So there we go. So I do think a blocking would make this pretty because it would, you know, make it more defined. And I ended this with that treble and double crochet where I ended this one with the clusters. So that is our stitch for today. I know this video is a little bit longer. I'm trying to keep them shorter. This one's a little wonky. This side's wonkier than this one. This one, you know, seems to be okay. And I know these stitches are in the right place. They just, that's why I think I'm going to have to would block it. But anyway, I thought it was different. Learning a different technique on this one row was interesting. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. And I will be talking to you later. Bye, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day.